Hello, everyone. Some writers on TikTok talk about their politics or they make political videos, which I don't do very often because I don't want to divide my audience or anything like that. I think that talking about writing and my views on writing are far more important. But of course, our worldviews will have an effect on our writing to some degree, even though I try to show both sides of an issue. Obviously, I have my own philosophy, my own opinions about things, as all writers do, and sometimes our philosophies can change over time. And so people just need to be aware that all writers have opinions, all writers have philosophies, and I promise you that I will not make political videos very often. I'm not going to rant about politics all the time. So this will probably be the only video I will ever make about politics, unless something very relevant comes up. So my political views are of course very complex. I don't really fall into a conservative camp completely or a liberal camp completely. I honestly don't think there should be political parties because I think political parties divide people. I hate tribalism. I wish people would just focus on issues individually and not think, well, because I support this issue, I must also support this other issue. I think people need to think individually for themselves. Now, when it comes to economic issues, I am somewhat left wing. I wouldn't consider myself to be a socialist or a communist or anything like that, but I do believe that the government should play a role in providing for its citizens and all of that. I would agree with many of the policies of Bernie Sanders. In the 1940s, I probably would have been a Roosevelt Democrat or something like that. However, when it comes to social and cultural issues, I tend to be more moderate slash conservative. How conservative depends on the issue in question. But I am a Christian, and as a Christian, I take my Christian faith very seriously, and that will obviously inform my worldview. And and of course, people on the left tend to think of Jesus as a pot smoking hippie, which of course he was not. And then people on the right tend to think that Jesus was some gun wielding redneck, which of course he wasn't that either. Jesus was very complex. But I do believe that when we have a moral and cultural worldview, that it must be grounded in something transcendent that is beyond human opinion, which I think that one can only have with God or by invoking God. I think God must be the foundation of morality and reason, and that worldview is definitely echoes throughout all of my books. So I guess that is an overall summary of my worldview.